Good morning there, Fulton Mortgage. This is Brian Mayer, your Customer Success Manager here at Mortgage Coach. Thanks for joining us this week. Our topic today is going to be on how to utilize your mobile device. Hopefully you had an opportunity to download that mortgage, both the Mortgage Coach and the Rate Watch apps to your mobile device. How about with a show of hands, how many of you can confirm that you already have the app on your mobile device now? That would be great. That way I could check and see if I'm coming through loud and clear. And then also, how many of you have got that downloaded? Okay, looks like we got quite a few people that are gonna have to do a little bit of multitasking here because the purpose of this particular workshop is to give you an opportunity to utilize your mobile device and do some exercises. So what I'd like everybody to do now is, if you haven't already downloaded the app, please do so right now, so that way you're going to be able to participate in our exercises today. If you have an Apple device, of course, you're going to go to the App Store. If you have an Android device, you'll go to the Google Play Store. It just takes a moment to download the apps. What I'd like you to do is start off by downloading the Mortgage Coach app. And let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to pull up a sample presentation or a sample device here. So you want to download the Mortgage Coach app here, and then also the Rate Watch app. Please start off with the Mortgage Coach and then add the Rate Watch after that. So that way we can do some exercises with the Mortgage Coach app. And then we're going to be getting to the Rate Watch app in just a few moments as well. So take a few moments now. I'll give you an example of what the borrower sees when they view your Mortgage Coach presentation on the Mortgage Coach mobile app. But at this time, please get that downloaded as quickly as possible so that you're going to be able to participate in our exercises, because we have just a few hands up at this time. And when you've successfully downloaded the app, please raise your hand. So that way we'll know how many people are going to be able to participate. So some of you might not have heard that question at the beginning. I do see a few more hands going up right now. So again, you want to get the Mortgage Coach and the Rate Watch app on your mobile device just as quickly as possible. And then once you've got them on your mobile device, please raise your hand. Okay, let me share with you what a presentation looks like when your borrower receives it on their mobile device. And I do want to point out, the borrower does not need to download the app to be able to access your Mortgage Coach presentation. So they're not required to download the app to be able to view the presentation. So keep that in mind. They can if they wish to, but not required to do so. They're not going to have to log in. They're not going to have to do anything other than view your presentation on their mobile device. As you can see, once they receive the presentation on their mobile device, it's going to have the Fulton Mortgage Company branding on it, of course, and then also your personal branding. By now, hopefully everybody's got their headshot into their Mortgage Coach account. And if you have not yet, please send that to our support department, support@mortgagecoach.com. They'll be happy to upload that for you. Take care of it so that your personal branding appears on your presentations. So just like I've said earlier, you want to familiarize yourself with where key information is within the presentation so that you can help your borrowers locate it so that they'll be able to see, the important details that they're looking for. So a big portion of the information that they're going to be viewing on your presentation is right up here in the summary area. So if you click on that, it'll take your borrower to where the product comparisons are that you think are the best fit for their goals. And as you can see, it's very similar to the format, side-by-side format for the two product options. You're going to be able to discuss, interest rates, payments, cash to close with your clients. They're going to be able to see all that right on their mobile device. And if you've included a video, they're going to be able to see the video with that as well. That's one of the things that we're going to have you do today, is actually record a video on the presentation. So be ready for that. Now, if your borrower wants to see where certain details of how the payment may be broken down, all you have to do is move or tap from the summary to the payment breakdown here. When you click on that, then you're going to be able to show them how different portions of their payment are allocated, like the mortgage insurance or the property taxes, or how much principal and interest is going towards the actual mortgage. So you'll simply go to the payment breakdown and they'll be able to see that. And of course, borrowers are going to be curious about closing costs. They're going to be able to see all that information right on their mobile device. And if you see the fee detail button down there at the bottom, that's where they're going to access the fee templates that are included in your Mortgage Coach account. And that's where they're going to be able to get that line itemization of all the different costs if they need that information. So summary area is probably where the bulk of the information is going to be located. But you know, you can help somebody make a very important financial decision if their sole concern is maybe which payment is going to be the lowest. Well, you could have them click on that and they can easily see that with the FHA option, because of the bar graph, it's going to give them an opportunity to have a lower monthly payment utilizing that particular product. So depending upon how your borrower you know, is focusing on information, the type of information that they need, you could direct them to a numerical or a graphic format. Now the last two areas down there, the short-term savings as well as the long-term interest in MI, those are the areas that I've shown you earlier that can be adjusted based upon when your borrower shared with you how long they see themselves in the house. You don't have to use the default time horizon of 15 years. Completely customizable to what your borrower shared with you, so that you can point out the total cost of the mortgage options based upon how long that they're going to be in the property. If there's an advantage of one particular product, you could show them over a longer time horizon, and it gives you the ability to have a conversation about a bigger picture, the total cost, rather than just say interest, what's your interest rate, what are your costs. So keep that in mind. Your borrower is going to be able to see all that information on their mobile device while they're out shopping, and you can adjust the numbers so that they can see, like maybe they got a particular property that they'd like to put an offer in. Well, you can make adjustments on the loan products that you provided, like purchase price, and that's what we're going to have you go through and do some exercises during our workshop today. So at this time, hopefully now we have some more people that were able to successfully download the app. With a show of hands, I've got a bunch of people that already have their hands up. Go ahead and keep them up. But else that has now ready to go, please raise your hand so I can see how many. Good, that number keeps going up. Let's see, we got a question from Jim. Do we need a separate account login for RateWatch? So once you've downloaded the RateWatch app, you're going to utilize the exact same credentials to access the RateWatch app as you do to access any of the Mortgage Coach products. Your credentials are universal across the entire platform of apps. Okay, good. We've got a lot more hands up, and hopefully they're going to keep getting, you know, more and more, because we want you to be able to have the app available on your mobile device, so that should the time come that you need to serve your client and you don't have a computer handy, you're out of the office, you know, it's the weekend or whatever the case is, anything that your borrower needs you to do on their Mortgage Coach presentation, you could do it directly from your mobile device. And you have your mobile device with you probably just like everybody else, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? So you want to make sure that you're getting the benefit of knowing how to do these exercises using your mobile device. And it's a great way also to practice the live reporting, because you could drive the presentation and watch the effect on the computer as well. So there you go. Okay. All right. So Clive, you might need to, Clive, it looks like you're looking for a password reset. So you want to, on your mobile device, in fact, that's what I'll show you right now. Let me go all the way back and I'll show you folks how to log into the system, because for those of you that are logging or have just downloaded the app for the very first time, you might be going, okay, what do I do now? Let me go ahead and go back here. I'm going to log out and then I'm going to log back in. Okay, so the two apps, let me share my screen again. Okay, so the two apps that you're going to want to download, if you haven't already done so, the Mortgage Coach app and the Rate Watch application. Now, to log into the Mortgage Coach app, once you click on it, it's going to bring you to this particular page. And I'll just point out a couple details. So you want to get, let's see, Viva, you want to get the Rate Watch and Mortgage Coach apps downloaded to your phone as quickly as possible. Okay, so it'll take you to this particular page, and if you wanted to, there's a sample presentation from our president, Joe Patour. You could click on Go, and you could watch that presentation if you wish. But what I'd like you to do is take a look up here underneath my battery level indicator. You can see the verbiage leer en español. So if you're working with a borrower that speaks Spanish, if you click on that, it'll actually take all of the English and translate that into business Spanish for them, which could be a nice feature for you. So just keep that in mind. They're going to be able to view that and be able to maybe make it a little bit easier for them to make that decision based upon being able to read it in Spanish. But if you come over here to the left and you look at the signal indicator, and right below that, there's a silhouette. I'm going to click on that silhouette now, and that will take you to your login page. And you enter your credentials, your email address there at Fulton, and then your password. And for anybody that has forgotten their password or needs a password reset, just click on the forgot password, and then our support team can get you doing that. Okay. All right. So once you get your password in, and again, it's the same credentials, exact same password that you use to access Mortgage Coach from your browser version. So go ahead and click on sign in, and that'll take you to your home page right here. So this is the digital version or the mobile version of the Mortgage Coach advice engine right on your app there, right on your mobile device. And if you ever need to log out for any reason, if you click on the silhouette over here in the top right-hand corner, you can log out. But what I'll do is I'll point this out to you folks. Let me click on the log out button, the log out. And this is an Apple phone. Let me go ahead and lower everybody's hands here. How many Apple users do we have in the workshop today? Go ahead and raise your hand if you're an Apple user. Wow, okay. Quite a few, okay. All right, let me go ahead and lower those. Okay. All right, so you'll notice on when I went to the logout screen, you'll notice that it says camera and it says album prompt. And you'll notice that my dial button there is actually slid to the album prompt position. The reason that I mentioned that to you is that if you have a message that has been recorded on your mobile device that you would like to add to any of your Mortgage Coach presentations, you would need to have it in the same position as mine. And the way that mortgage professionals utilize that feature is if they have a general marketing presentation, not to a specific borrower, they might have recorded a message that they would like to have added to multiple presentations that are not specific to a particular client. So if you're using, say, a presentation to do some marketing and you wanted to add a video to it, and you have that video stored on your mobile device, this would be what you're probably wanting to do, is add that rather than having to record a video each and every time. If it's to a specific individual, of course, you're most likely going to want to add a video that is specific to that particular borrower, so it makes it special for them. So keep that in mind. Okay, so let me go ahead and come back. And I want to point out, if you take a look, see where it says views today and number of reports. So this is a quick snapshot of what type of activity that I've had with my mortgage coach presentations today. One of my presentations has been viewed. So this is going to give you an idea as to the activity that you're having in delivering your mortgage coach presentations to your clients. Let's go ahead now and click on the client area. And this is where you're going to be able to locate all your borrowers. Now you can see a lot of the names of presentations that we've created, that I've created in this demo account while working with your team. Let's go ahead and utilize the presentation that we've done quite often, that FHA versus conventional. Now that presentation just happens to appear at the top of my list here. But if I needed to, I could scroll, as I'm doing now, to locate a particular presentation. Or if you don't see it there, just simply hit the search button and then type in the first name FHA. FHA, just like the loan. You're all aware of that. And then hit the search button. That'll bring up the presentation. I just happen to have two in this particular account. Looks like I'm going to go ahead and utilize this one. So I'm going to click on the bottom there, and that will open up the presentation for you. So if you take a look, it'll take you to another page, and you can see where you're at there. So with the show of hands, what I'd like to do is see how many of you were able to successfully find the FHA versus conventional presentation and get to this particular page. Because this is the sample presentation that we're going to be utilizing in our workshop. And I'll just repeat this process one more time in case we lost anybody. So I clicked on the client area. So this is the home screen of the Mortgage Coach Advice Engine. I'm going to click on clients, and then I'm going to hit the search button, and then I'm going to type in FHA, FHA, just like the bar or the loan, and hit search. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on the presentation, and that'll bring it to this screen. So right off the bat, what I want to point out is, if you take a look, if you needed to edit the presentation, you could do it right from your phone. If you needed to copy the analysis or add an analysis to that borrower's folder, you could. If you wanted to delete a presentation, you could do it from your mobile phone. And if you wanted to, up here at the top, again, underneath my battery level indicator, you can see the word new. So you could build a mortgage coach presentation right from your mobile device if you wanted to. Some people do everything with their phone, and you have the ability to do it from your phone if you wish to. I guess you could say I'm kind of old school. I like doing it on the computer and then viewing it on the presentation, but I can see you having to make edits on a presentation that you might have already provided to a client. So you want to know you want to make sure that you're familiar with how to do that directly from your mobile device. Let's go ahead now and click on total cost analysis right here, total cost analysis. And it brings up another page, and you can see that there's four things that we're going to be doing on this particular page. First off, I'd like to point out video. This is where you would click to add a video if you wanted to your mortgage coach presentation. So what you're going to want to do, let's go ahead and click on that now. Click on video. And you can see, because I had that dial button slid over to the album prompt, it's giving me choices. Do I want to record a video from my camera or from the album? We're going to utilize the camera here. So I'm going to click on camera. And when I do that, it goes right into selfie mode. You can see. Here we go. So it's ready for me now to record a video. Now, if you take a look, see how I can get it framed exactly the way that I want it to be, get the camera angle that I want it to, the distance that I am. It's almost like we're having a face-to-face conversation. Once I get everything set, I'm going to go ahead and click on the record video. You can see that by the ticker up there, it's recording now. And now I can record a brief video message directly from my mobile device that will be attached to my mortgage coach presentation. The convenience factor, you can record a video wherever you're located to be able to communicate with your client. You don't have to be in the office utilizing the camera that may be stuck on your computer. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. And then I'm going to go ahead, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and click on retake. But I'm going to go ahead and click on use video. Now what's going to happen is in a few moments, you can see that it's uploading. It's going to be attached to that particular presentation. So now I've got the alert notification that's been uploaded. I'm going to hit done. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go back to that particular presentation. I'm going to click on video again. Now when I do that the second time around, I want to point out to you some very key factors here for you. First off, if you make a mistake, which you will when you record a video, how do you remedy it? How do I fix that before my borrower sees it? Well, you could delete the video by hitting the trash can, or you could simply replace and re-record right over the top of that video. So it gives you the ability to get the video as you want it to be before your client views it. Also, if you wanted to put it on a loop cycle for some reason, like if you're providing a presentation at an open house, you could put a check mark in here and it'll put that video on loop cycle so that as people come into the house and view the presentation, they'll see the entire video content, not, be stuck to just watching it from where they entered it to end. So if you wanted to, you could replace and re-record right over the top of it. So I just wanted to point that out to you folks because you're going to make a mistake. You're going to make a mistake on the first video that you record most likely. And how do you remedy the situation? Okay, so what I'd like everybody to do is have some fun. Just a simple, quick video. Have a little bit of fun, record a video message. Enjoying the mobile class, learning how to utilize my mobile, recording a video for the very first time. I'm going to record lots of videos in the future and then just have a little bit of fun with that and then just hit stop and then upload that. Okay, so just have a little bit of fun and record your first video so that you can get that, I guess you could say, under your belt. I'm surprised a lot of people, there's a hesitation factor on going in the camera, which I guess is understandable, but remember it's for your borrower's benefit. And the more time, if you don't have the luxury of meeting your client face-to-face in your office, the next best thing is providing them with a video message. So for those of you that are meeting with your clients face-to-face, I bet you would agree that your conversion rate goes up. So if you can't meet with the client face-to-face, record a video to help your conversion go up as well. Okay, so let's see here. Now, when you first hit the record video, your phone may prompt you and ask you for permission to be able to use the camera attached or allow the app to use the camera on your phone. So make sure that you click yes to that. And also you might get another prompt requesting authorization for memory storage, I think. So make sure you click yes to those so that way you'll be able to utilize the camera on your mobile device. Okay, so next thing, let's come all the way back here to the beginning. Let's go to clients. Okay, that FHA versus conventional now will probably be at the top of your list, right? Let's go ahead and click on FHA versus conventional. Click on the total cost analysis again, and then I want you to stop there. Okay. All right, so when you get there, we've already showed you how to log in, showed you how to do a search, and now we showed you how to do add a video to it. Let's send the presentation now utilizing your mobile device. So now what we're going to do is we're going to deliver the presentation to the borrower using your mobile device. Now for those of you that have an Apple device, I'll draw your attention to the icon up here in the top right-hand corner. the rectangle with the arrow going up. Android users will have a similar icon, 3 dots and 2 lines right about here. So go ahead and click on either of those icons depending upon the device that you're using. With the Apple device, you'll be given 2 choices, email or SMS. Android, you'll be given additional choices. So let's go ahead and utilize the SMS or text feature. And you can see what it does is it takes the hyperlink that you send to your client, it takes that hyperlink, drops it into the body of your text, and now all you have to do is send it to me. So the number that I want you to use, this is a designated training number that we have here at Mortgage Coach. It's 949 area code 614-8250. I'd like you to go ahead and send me that presentation via text from your mobile device. So let's see how many of you can successfully do that while we're here. And does anybody need me to repeat those steps? I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time here so that you guys get it. So I'm going to go all the way back here to the beginning. Here's clients. Here's the presentation, FHA versus conventional. You click on the total cost analysis, and then you click on the appropriate icon up here in the top right-hand corner. And with this being an Apple device, I'm going to go ahead and click SMS. And then the number that I want you to deliver it to me here at Mortgage Coach is 949-614-8250. Let's see how many of you can get the presentation to me here at Mortgage Coach. And once you've sent it, please raise your hand so that I know to expect it and know that I have a technology piece up that I should. And I don't see it here. Let me go ahead and get it going here. Thank you. Excellent. We got quite a few hands up, so I'm going to be very happy when I go ahead and access this. Okay, let's see here. It looks like we've got about 7 people. Awesome. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on those presentations that were sent over to me. Great job, guys. Got to click on the first person here. Who is quick on the trigger here? Click on that. And let me come back to the phone here. I'm going to just kind of randomly choose some. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we've got one here from Dorothy. Dorothy, I think you go by Dot. Okay, there you go. Good. You text it to me. I don't see a video in there though. Gotta get in there and add that video. Okay. This is Marianne. Marianne, did you add a video? Oh my gosh, you got a lot of camera shy people. Let me go ahead and here's Brian. All right, Brian added a video there. Good job, Brian.
I'm enjoying the video a lot, except Pat Casey keeps texting me.
Good job. Looks like Brian's ready for business here. He's got the professional tie on, looking sharp today. Okay, let me see if I can add, let me get one or two more in here. Anybody else that would like to send it over? By all means, go ahead. Okay. Oh, looks like I clicked on Marianne's twice by mistake there. I don't know if he sent it twice, perhaps. I just want to get one more in there. Get like about 4 different presentations. Okay. So let me get myself organized. There's Brian's. This is one of Marianne's. Dot. And let's see. Okay, I don't need 2 of Marianne's. And let's see who this last one is. This is Ian. Okay, Ian. Ian recorded a video too.
Hello, this is Ian from Fulton Mortgage Company. I'm here to assist you with all your mortgage needs. If you need anything, just let me know.
There you
Have a
go.
super day. Thank you.
Perfect. Now, see, also by doing that, by getting that little bit of practice in, you can see the camera angle here from Ian. Now, granted, I mean, he's got the phone down by his hands and he's taking a look at it, but you might want to, when you're recording a video, think about, ceiling tiles and things like that. What's the borrower going to see? What's their perspective? First time around, I don't expect you guys to nail it, but for those of you that got on the camera, you could see what the experience and start thinking about that. If we go back to Brian's, let's see, where's Brian? Yeah, it's still a little bit low, but you get more of Brian in the picture there. Just some feedback for you on how to utilize video. So there you go. Okay, looks like somebody else sent one in there. I'll go back. Let's take a look here. Okay, we'll look at this one. All right, now I want to show you folks how to do some different features from your mobile device as well, because like I said, having your phone with you 24/7, I mean, you just have the ability to serve your clients. It might be the weekend and they're out shopping for homes, and then you get that text or you get that call. Hey, we found the home, but we need to update the purchase price to, the presentation says 280. I need it to say 300, or we found a completely different property. Can you show us what our numbers are going to look like? You can serve your clients by utilizing your mobile device and not having to rely upon having a computer handy. So what I'm going to do is show you folks how you can do some of these exercises. So I just click cancel. So what we've done so far is we've recorded a video. We've delivered the presentation using the appropriate icon. Let's go ahead and click on the live reporting feature. So many of you probably already remember this is the same as utilizing Edge Live, the highlight feature, but you're doing it from your mobile device now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on live reporting. And what that's going to do is bring up the mobile view of the presentation like I shared with you earlier. And for the people that have sent their presentations, what I would like for you to do is click on the summary area. And you can see I already have highlights on my presentation. What I would like you to do is just go ahead and start clicking on details within the presentation, utilizing your mobile device so that you could drive the presentation here so that you can get the experience of using the live reporting feature from your mobile device. So if you could do that, let's see, there's Matt. I'm going to go ahead and take my phone down. And let's see if we can get that. Okay, so Ian, you've got some highlights on there now. Can you highlight the purchase price? Can you do that live time? So we can see it going into effect right now. So driving it from your mobile device and highlighting there. Okay, this is Dot. Dot, can you, let's see, you've got quite a few highlights. How about clearing the highlights? If you want to clear the highlights, let me bring my mobile device up and start fresh. So if you take a look up here in the top right-hand corner, see where it says clear all? Yeah, that did it. Okay, clear all, and that will remove all the highlights from your presentation at once. And then you can go ahead and start clicking on, the key areas and drive the presentation. So Dot, can you click on the payment for both of those options? And that way we could see it happening live time. So go ahead and click on the payments. There you go, perfect. Good job, excellent, Dot. And let's see here, Brian, I know that you're gonna be able to get it. Let's see here, Marianne, it looks like you're on the closing costs tab. So to get off of that, you can see right down here where it says closing costs, go ahead and go all the way back to the summary. There you go. Go back to the summary. And that'll bring you back to the beginning. So if you click on summary, right now you're on payment breakdown. You're still on this tab, I believe. I can click off of that. There we go. Okay. And Brian, you're a pro at this. You know how to do this. So let's see here, give somebody else a chance. There you go. Looks like Ian now is highlighting details. Good. And you know, if you're having a conversation with your borrower and you need to point out key areas within the presentation, that's where you use the live reporting feature. What happens if you need to change some of the data within the presentation? And again, you don't have your computer handy. You could do it from your mobile. So let me go ahead and bring up my mobile and give you a demonstration on that real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. I'll slide that all the way over. I'm going to locate the presentation, FHA versus conventional. And when I first click on it, the very top button right up here is Edit Client. That's what we're going to do. We're going to click on Edit Client. And then the tabs where you go to navigate within the Mortgage Coach advice system are all right up here at the top. You can see I'm just scrolling. And I'm going to go right to the product area. So I have two products appearing in this presentation, just like you folks do. I'm going to go to that FHA loan first. And you can see my purchase price is $300,000. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that out. And then I'm going to enter a purchase price of $300,000. Click done. And then I'm going to go to my second product option and repeat that same process. Clear it out, type in $300,000, and then click done. And then just make sure you go either to next or to the next page, so that will update the purchase price so that you can see it take effect. And what I would suggest that you do to get practice with this is send yourself the presentation, open it up on your computer or any other piece of technology, and then drive the presentation from your mobile device. Make changes to the presentation. Use the live reporting from your mobile device, and you can actually see the changes take effect right on the computer screen or whatever other piece of technology that you're using. And that way you can get some practice with it. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get Ian. Ian, can you change the purchase price on your mobile device to change it to 310 on your presentation? And the same for you, Dot. Can you change your purchase price to 310, 310? And Marianne as well, 310, just so that we could see the purchase price change accordingly. That would be great. And again, the reason that I'm doing this is to show you how you would be able to make these changes right from your mobile device. And my ask of you is get some practice in, familiarize yourself with where the details are within the app so that you feel comfortable with it when the time comes and you need to serve your client and you don't have access to a computer. Do you want to tell them, yeah, I'll do that first thing when I get in the office on Monday morning? You know, maybe you're talking to them on a Saturday, or do you want to serve their needs, you know, like that and impress them? So let's take a look here. There you go. Dot did the first product. Good job. Ian, you did the first. There you go. Good. You guys are following along. Okay, perfect. All right. So that was the live reporting. You did the editing on demand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click off of those presentations. And remember, if you had a check mark, okay, if you had a check mark in the box, let me go ahead and get back in here. Go down to the preview here. If you had a check mark in this box right here, these folks that I'm now clicking off their presentations are going to be getting alert notifications sent to their mobile device. There we go. Okay, so you guys should be getting alerts sent to your mobile device. If you could just confirm that you got those, that would be great, so I know that they popped up for you. Okay, so Brian got his. Excellent, good. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and let's just do a quick summary. Ian, you got yours? Okay, cool, good. Okay, so back again. Let me get a clear background here so you guys can see it. And again, this is all being recorded. This call will be uploaded to your playlist later this afternoon, so that way you could get an opportunity to get some practice in and duplicate these steps. for those of you that might be struggling with, login issues or things like that. It happens, technology. You've seen me struggle with certain things. So let's just do a quick recap here. We showed you how to do a search for a particular borrower by utilizing the search feature here. We showed you how to edit a presentation, showed you how to add a video to your presentation, use the live reporting feature, as well as deliver a presentation from your mobile device. So let's not forget about our partners. And our partner presentations are going to be located right here in the partner section. I'm going to bring up a sample presentation. And we actually have a workshop that is scheduled a little bit later, where I'm going to be able to show you how to build this. But again, for anybody that wants to get started on building a digital open house flyer presentation like right now, I'm going to go back into the Mortgage Coach advice engine from the browser. I'm going to click on help, and that'll take you into our, I guess you could say it's our knowledge center. And I'm going to go ahead and type in open house flyer. And let's see here. How do I create an open house flyer for multiple, adding a property, collecting data? This is the one that I want to show you. So for those of you that are ready to get started and start sending open house flyer presentations to your realtor partners, you don't want to wait for that particular workshop, I'm going to take that link and I'm going to put it in the chat area. There you go. But you saw how I got there, right? Anytime you need help with Mortgage Coach, all you have to do is click on help. That'll take you into our knowledge base. If it's after hours, again, our support team is available via email, support@mortgagecoach.com. And that's Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. So Monday through Friday, 7 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then also down here in the bottom right-hand corner, see the little chat icon? If you click on that, that's another way that you can get some assistance with Mortgage Coach during the business hours there for you. So just wanted to make sure everybody knows how to get to those particular resources. Okay, so our partner presentation now. Let me go ahead and bring that up. So now I'm going to click on the partner section, and I'm going to go to Amy Realtor and click on the open house flyer presentation. Let's take a look, and I'm going to view the report. So you can see right off the bat, it's a co-branded presentation. Co-branded presentation. Oops. Let me go to one that has pictures in it. I'm sorry. Let me go to Jane Realtor. I want to make sure I show you one that has pictures in it. Hopefully this one does. So utilizing this on your mobile device. There we go. That one has it better. You can see it's a co-branded presentation. It's going to have both your information and your Realtor Partners information there. Let me make it nice and big for you folks. It'll have a couple pictures of the property. You can see I can toggle back and forth, see the pictures of the home. Clicking on the property features, it'll have the different amenities of the home that you've selected to share with this particular presentation. And then the payment options. Of course, you as a mortgage professional want to make sure that you're able to engage people with the different financing options that you're able to provide for that particular home. Of course, utilizing, thinking about that price point, what type of borrower that you're going to be attracting, referencing the correct product options. It's just like building a total cost analysis. There's a couple additional extra steps for building this presentation. But what I wanted to introduce to you in this particular workshop is that it's in a digital format. This can be shared with people that are coming through the house rather than the traditional paper format. And the way that you'd share it, if you're using an Android device, there should be a share button up here in the top right-hand corner. For the Apple users, just click on your virtual business card, which is right down here. Click on that, and then you can hit the share link there. So anybody that's coming through the house, you could deliver this presentation to them, digital format, via email or text. You could train your realtor partner or whomever is there at that house to do that. And it's a great way to capture leads that way, because in sharing it via email or text and having the client or the potential home buyer open it up right there, you've confirmed that you've got either a valid email or phone number that you could follow up and provide additional content to. But you can add a video to this presentation, grab your realtor partner and grab them, do a quick virtual tour of the home. And that way, when somebody opens up that presentation, they'll get the video message and they're gonna identify that realtor and yourself as the team that's representing that particular property. So we'll do more on the digital open house flyer presentation. But like I said, for those of you that are go-getters, I put that link in the chat area for you to go ahead and start utilizing for building these. Okay. Let's go to our Rate Watch app now here. So let me go ahead and go all the way back. And if you haven't downloaded the Rate Watch app, you're going to want to do that, as soon as possible as well. And the Rate Watch, it's included with your membership. There's absolutely no additional cost for that. To log into the Rate Watch app, you just have to enter the exact same credentials that you use to access Mortgage Coach. Again, universal credentials throughout the entire platform. Let me go ahead and make some adjustments on the screen. Right now, it's showing a time horizon of about 3 months. And you can see where rates were back, we're at way back in, November, December, towards the end of last year. That time horizon can be adjusted, by the way. And I'm gonna go to a shorter time horizon by coming up here to the parameters area. So I'm gonna take it from 3 months and I'm gonna adjust it to about 10 days. And it's going to change to a candlestick graph at that point. But a couple things right off the bat. How is this going to help you as a mortgage professional? Well, you have technology at your fingertips that's going to allow you to demonstrate to your clients and your realtor partners that you have the ability to track what's going on with the mortgage-backed security market right at your fingertips. You're going to get alert notifications when there's a sizable shift in the market. You're going to be able to show, a borrower why it may be important for them to take a particular action based upon the activity in the mortgage-backed security market. Why should they lock now? Why should they float? If you take a look at the screen right now, you can see that it's got the red background. And the reason that it's red is the market is currently in negative territory from when the market opened up. You can see it says down from opening bell for this particular coupon, the Fannie Mae 30-year at 4%. Now you can change the parameters by coming up here if you want to track a different coupon. You can see there the agency. You could change it to different types of coupons. You could change it to different levels, 3.75, whatever you want to do. And you can add different analysis to the presentation as well. If you want to put like a 10-day or a 30-day, I'll put a 10-day moving average on there. Scroll over. So you can see that bar graph has now been added to the presentation as well. So for those of you that are very much into this, this is a way for you to, further demonstrate your knowledge about mortgages. For those of you that have no clue as to what this is or what it's about, the conversations that you have with your clients can be very simple. Like I said earlier, the screen is red. Okay, red means that we're down from the opening bell, which means that interest rates could potentially go up. The opposite, if it were green, if we were in positive territory, that means that pricing may improve, interest rates may be better. So it could be a very simple conversation, depending upon the message that you want to communicate to your client. Because we realize not everybody, I mean, mortgage professionals focus on originating loans, but you do have access to experts within the app. I'm going to show you how to access that information. So if you click on the menu bar up here, those 3 bars, let's walk you through some of these other areas within the app that you are going to want to familiarize yourself with. So say you wanted to see what's going on today, specifically today, click on the day watch and you can see the activity moment by moment as the trading day progresses from opening bell to closing bell. And you can see that we're currently down. The white line here represents opening bell, and you can see that we spiked up and then we came down. This is a great picture to share with those people that think that rates are stagnant. Oh, they don't change. Well, there's a potential for each and every mortgage company to change rates based upon how this coupon is going through the trading day. Every company makes adjustments based upon their pricing philosophy. So here we're progressing. It's currently close to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can see how it's progressing throughout the trading day. This can be shared, by the way, as well. So if you click share, you can send it either via email or text to your realtor partners or your borrowers. If there's a particular day that you need to reference, like let's take a look at last Friday. So that was, let's see, there's Sunday. I think it was the 26th. That was last Friday. So if there's a particular day that you need to reference, you can scroll through your lists and reference a particular day. The only reason I'm scrolling right now through each of the days is I want to see if there was an alert notification. I'm looking for one here. And last week looks like it was pretty calm. Yeah, I don't see any alert notification. Let me go back, see if I can find one. Nope, looks like that was a weekend. Okay, if there is an alert notification, it'll appear as a yellow diamond or a yellow dot on the graph for you. And then what you could do as well, clicking back to the menu bar, if you click on the alert section, that'll tell you when the alert occurred and which direction that it was as well. So you'll be able to see, you know, are you getting positive alerts or negative alerts? Is your pricing potentially going to improve or worsen? Giving you the opportunity to, you know, take action or guide your borrower depending upon the activity that's going on. Edge views. Anytime that somebody views your mortgage coach presentation, you're going to get an alert notification sent to you. So you could see that I have no alerts today, but for those of you that sent presentations, you should be able to see that that it was sent to you for the ones that you forwarded. Commentary. This is where I said that you had access to experts. You have Dan Rawich, Doug Wilkin, and Neil Trinery. So you have 3 experts. And what I would suggest that you do is read each of their commentaries. And what I think you'll find is that you might align with one of them more than the others. So read each of them. You know, they're going to talk about certain pieces of economic data that are going to be released and how it could potentially affect the market. So that way you could share it with both your borrowers and your realtor partners if you want them to take you know, action in a particular way. Okay, so there's commentary. When I click on lenders, this is going to give you an update as to which lenders that are participating in our pricing survey, or the different lenders, I should say, that are participating in a pricing survey, what they're doing. So you can see the majority are pricing for the worst, and each company adjusts their pricing differently depending upon, you know, their philosophy in tracking the mortgage-backed security market. So depending upon how you're playing, if you're playing offense or defense, it's going to give you an opportunity to share that information. Now, what I would suggest is that when you first log in, go down to the settings area. It's all the way down at the very bottom. And in the settings area, you're going to have the ability to get yourself to set up to receive alerts via email or text or both. You can get yourself set up to receive a schedule. I would suggest that you get yourself set up to receive as many as possible. And then if you find that you're getting overwhelmed, you can dial it back. You can dial it back to what you're looking for. Let me go to schedule here. Okay. So again, clicking on the menu, going all the way back to the home screen. There you go. So the next time that you folks are in some type of a social setting, we're getting into summertime now. You folks are probably enjoying different social activities that you have. And you make small talk with somebody and you tell them that you're a mortgage professional. What's the next question that they're going to ask you once you've shared with them that you're a mortgage professional? Anybody that's been in the industry for as little as a month has probably been asked this question, 100 times. What are rates doing, right? The minute you tell somebody that you're a mortgage professional, the common question that they get you or ask you with is, what are rates doing? Great opportunity for you to take the app out of your back pocket or your bag and show them what's going on with interest rates. Again, you get to demonstrate that you're a mortgage professional that utilizes technology at your fingertips, and then share that screenshot with them so that you can capture an email or a phone number. And then that's going to give you the opportunity to follow up with a total cost analysis. Maybe you have a sample total cost analysis in your account that isn't specific to a particular person. Add a quick video to it saying, hey John, it was great meeting you at the barbecue. I know you weren't interested or you didn't have a need for mortgage help at this time, but when the time comes, please remember me. All my contact information is there for you. This is a total cost analysis. I'd love to put one together for you when the time comes. Something simple like that. Great way for you to, again, separate yourself from your competition, wow them. Ask for referrals. If you can't help them, ask for referrals. So just a couple thoughts with how it could potentially help you with that. All right, we're just about at the top of the hour. So I want to go through, again, for those of you that don't have any questions, please feel free to leave. This was recorded. It will be added to the playlist so that you can circle back around and get some practice in utilizing your mobile device. For those of you that would like to hang out a little bit longer, I'm going to be happy to stay a few more moments and answer any questions that you may have. Be happy to hang out. All right, so let's see here. A couple people have indicated the timing. So let me go to day watch. Okay, let me get the date in here. So the question was referencing the correct time zone for you folks. So I'm gonna have to check on that. Let's see, today is 28th today? Yeah, 29th. There we go. Okay, so I got back on the 29th. I am seeing on mine, okay, 2 p.m. I'll have to look into that. So somebody was mentioning that the time zone. So Pacific versus Eastern. I'll have to take a look at that. That's the first time that that's been brought to my attention. Any other questions about either the Mortgage Coach app or the Rate Watch app? Again, I'll be happy to hang out here and answer any questions that you may have. Frank got your message. I'll look into that and see and get back to you folks about the time zone. All right, well, I hope you folks were able to get into it. And like I said, my ask of you in between now and our next workshop is just send yourself a presentation, open it up on the computer, and then make adjustments to your presentation using your mobile device and going through it. So that way you can get some experience so that when the time comes and you need to serve your client and the only thing that you have is your mobile device with you, you don't have a computer, you're going to be able to accommodate their needs, and it's going to be you know, something that you're comfortable and confident with. All right. Well, it looks like I got off the hook pretty light today. Not too many questions. All right, folks, have a great week. We are going to be offering another session of this particular workshop. Like I said, it's being recorded, but if you want to join the live session, you're welcome to do that as well. Welcome to, more the merrier. Welcome to come to as many of these as you like. All right. Have a great afternoon, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.